Get play, right? That's a mirror. That's a desk. Mr. Cat. Someone should take that damn recorder and teach my Uber running. Shut your pie hole, boy. Get your fat ass down. Cause it's covered. That's right, awesome sauce. Yeah. One days you're gonna spill that water on your computer, and then you're gonna have a shit fit, and then I'm gonna laugh my ass off. And that, my friends, will be awesome sauce. What the? Cause it's testifier time! And clobbering time. Since we're getting ready to share some beautiful stuff. That's what just podcast to you today. Adam the Comic Pimp. Coming to you live in a living color, if you will, from the Awesome Sauce Studios. This is the Awesome Sauce Comics Podcast, episode 68.5. Don't worry, next week will be episode number 69. And a lot of special things will be happening in episode 69. Because we all want to be in a 69. Yeah. Testify. As always, it's Blind Adam, Captain Awesome Sauce with the Awesome Sauce Comics Podcast, rocking the Scores hat. Scores Gentlemen's Club is the official gentlemen's club of the Awesome Sauce Comics Podcast. They are located on West 28th Street between 10th and 11th Avenues. For more information, you can always call 212-868-8600. You can always go to scoresny.com, tell them that Blind Adam sent you, and have a good night. Yeah, Scores is awesome. Awesome music, beautiful women, giving dances, great food, great drinks. Just a great place. Yeah. So that's scoresny.com for all your gentlemen's club needs. Like I said, tell them Blind Adam sent you. Now, I'm going to flip the hat this way now. Because I am coming to you from the Scores computer as well. Because that's how it rolls. I also want to say that there will not be episode 69 will take place sometime next week because it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Blind Adam and his tag team partner TJ Money will be at the Connecticut Comic-Con happening in Mohegan Sun. Mohegan Sun is in Connecticut, and the Connecticut Comic-Con happens this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I am super excited. They have an amazing and awesome guest list. They're going to have a comedy roast of the Dark Knight. I think that's happening that Friday night. You got a costume contest that Saturday night. Good friend of the show, comic book historian and artist extraordinaire Arlen Schumer will be doing a lecture a day. Because a lecture a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah. But he'll be doing the Silver Age of Comics on Friday. Erlen Schnapp, the legendary logo artist, on Saturday, and the Spirit Anniversary on Sunday. For more information on his book, The Silver Age of Comics, on Arlen Schumer, or how to get in touch with him, you can go to www.arlenschumer.com. Tell him that Blind Adam sent you, and pick up a copy of. My suggestion is get a remarked sketch copy of the book, The Silver Age of Comics, because it is amazing and it's awesome to the sauce. Yeah. And of course, you got legendary writer, and the first person to be the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics after Stan Lee, Roy Thomas, who created the villain Ultron, which we're all enjoying in the movies these days. You have Walter Simonson, legendary artist Louise Simonson. She basically co-created Archangel, as well as had a hand in the creation of Apocalypse, and she took part in the death and rebirth of Superman. Dan Jurgens killed Superman, you bastard. Mike Carlin killed Superman, you bastard. Tim Seeley, Mr. Hack and Slash, he did some other book for Image. Great. I hate when I have brain fart. Tim Seeley did a book. I can't think of the name of it. Hack Slash. I don't think it was Think Tank. But I know he's doing a run on Detective Comics right now. That's just coming to an end. And I know he's doing some stuff over at Marvel, in the Marvel 46, as I'm calling it, along with CM Punk and Ed McGuinness's Drax, the Best in the Galaxy #1, Brian Michael Bendis' Invincible Iron Man #1, which sold 300,000 copies according to bleedingcool.com. Also on bleedingcool.com, Bleeding Cool, one of the official news sources of the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast. Jim Lee is going to, now this is when I think variants may have gone a little too far. I don't know how the market's going to react to this, but Jim Lee for Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, written by Frank, one of the greatest comic book creators of all time, Miller. His Daredevil work speaks for itself. Created Sin City, co-created Give Me Liberty with Dave Gibbons, brought Batman back to making him the Dark Knight with Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight Strikes, Batman Year One. His first 2 Batman works, this would be Mr. Miller's of course, are in DC Super Special #21 in a story called Santa Claus Dead or Alive. And he did a cover, it may have been issue 275 of World's Finest. His first professional comic book work is in the Gold Keys Twilight Zone, numbers 84 and 85. He also had some uncredited work in an issue of Weird War. Just forget the issue number. Of course, he had the 2-part Spectacular Spider-Man 27 and 28 with guest starring Daredevil, which launched him in the Daredevil starting with issue 158. And there is this history, as they all say. But Frank Miller, for the 30th anniversary of Dark Knight Returns, in 86, so next year will be the 30th anniversary. Not only is it the source material, issue 4 that is, for the Superman versus Batman movie starring Ben Affleck, who's gonna kill it as Batman, and Henry Connell. Issue 2 has Carrie Kelly. She's also gonna be making an appearance in Superman versus Batman. I do not think that's Barbara Gordon. I think if they're gonna do anything, they'll save Barbara Gordon to be Oracle in the Suicide Squad movie. Because if Jared Leto's Joker is referencing all his past crimes, then my speculation is that they'll reference the Killing Joke in Suicide Squad somehow, along with the death of Jason Todd, which will lead into all these Red Hood, Jason Todd as Red Hood rumors we're hearing about for the solo Batman movie when that comes out for the next one. But he's doing Dark Knight, The Master Race, which is the 3rd book in this Dark Knight trilogy, we'll call it now. And you can also connect the 10-issue, funny as hell, I Am the Goddamn Batman run with All-Star Batman 1 through 10, including the issue 10 Potty Mouth edition of where Batgirl swears like a trucker, or like a call girl, or someone who's really, or a pissed off teenager, and uses the C word. It was recalled back in 2009, when he art by Jim Lee, and just, I'm a fan of it, but, that's just how I am. But Jim Lee is going to be drawing original sketches, and the ratio is 1 in 5,000. That means if the Awesome Sauce Comics retail store, online store, and one of our venues I sell wants to get one of these sketch covers, I have to order 5,000 copies of this regular book. Wow! That's a lot of books you gotta order. I mean, I have no clue. This may be the biggest ratio variant ever done in history. I think it's awesome. I think it's genius. And, this is going to probably be the highest ordered book in the last 15 years. 16 years. You have to excuse me. I gotta stop eating gassy foods before I record these ups. But that one goes out to our good buddy, Joey Slapnuts, Sal's Pizza Corner, 71 West Main Street, Ramsey, New Jersey, 07446 201 327 8929. Joey, how you doing? Yeah. But, you know, but if I got off on a tangent because I was talking about guests at, Connecticut Comic-Con happening April 14th, 15th, and 16th, which is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm sorry about that. I was reading Bleeding Cool. I can't help myself. Hey, Richard Johnson. How you doing, buddy? I'm going to send you all an email soon as we testify with bleedingcool.com, the official news source of the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast. Thank you. Oh yeah. You also got the person who voiced this little ditty. And of course, because I want it to work, it's not going to work. Murphy Law's in this studio, I swear to Christ. Play it, motherfucker. Nope. Nope.
This Christmas, for the first time, America's most exciting and legendary motion picture hero comes to the screen like you've never seen him before. In fact, in an all-new, larger-than-life feature film.
Yep. Kevin Conroy will be at the Connecticut Comic-Con this weekend. The legendary voice of Batman, the animated series, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Go back. I'll play that in a minute. Batman, Kevin Conroy, who is the longest reigning and the voice of Batman. Now, Christian Bale may be good. Ben Affleck's gonna be awesome sauce in the role next year in March. Superman vs. Batman. Michael Keaton, Adam West. So many awesome and amazing actors. Val Kilmer. No, George Clooney was not a great Batman. I'm not going that freaking far. Fun in the role, but great? I don't think so, bitches. But Kevin Conroy. But when you think of one voice, you think when you close your eyes, or if you're blind or very, very visually impaired like I am, visually defective, and you're having someone read you a comic book, or you're reading a comic book through Kurzweil, the Kurzweil system, which is a system that you put a piece of print in and it will read it to you through your computer. The one voice that comes to mind is Kevin Conroy for Batman. Yeah. Animated series, Mask of the Phantasm, Sub-Zero, Justice League, Batman Beyond. If you go listen to Fat Man and Batman, which is my boy Kevin Smith's Batman podcast, type in the YouTube issue episode 11. Awesome interview with Kevin Conroy. And I cannot wait to interview him for my podcast at the Connecticut Comic-Con, because that is one of the missions I have for the weekend. If I have to, I'll buy him lunch. I'll pay W autograph these. I'm gonna do what I have to do to bring an interview to you, the Awesome Sauce family. But Kevin Conroy will be there. John Leslie Shipp, the greatest actor of dads in the world. He was the father of Mitch Leary on Dawson's Creek. He was the original CBS Barry Allen, The Flash, back in 1990, 25 years ago. He's Henry Allen on the CW Flash, killing it in that role.
As the world fell, she must know.
Damn, Mad Max Turbo. Yeah, there we go. I'll just take a sip of water. Yeah, such a classic show. The John Leslie Shipp, Amanda Pays, Flash. You know, really is the grandfather of the modern comic book TV show. Critically successful, not so much commercially. Only lasted 23 episodes. And John Leslie Strip, he started out as a soap opera actor on Guiding Light. He was the dad in Teen Wolf. And like I said, he was the Flash with Amanda Pays back in 1990, and I cannot wait to meet him this weekend at Connecticut Comic-Con. Once again, I'll buy him lunch. I'll, get some autographs, do an interview, and it's going to reek of awesomeness because we're awesome sauce. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going to be great. I really can't wait to meet him because I've only met him once, and I was hungover at that Big Apple show back in 2007. So I just said thank you and got bought a photo, but I cannot wait to meet him again. And just be able to pick his brain a little bit about acting and the current Flash, because I really hope now that in season 2 that we got the multiverse in the Flash TV show with Grant Gustin, that in one of these parallel worlds, the 1990s Flash TV show, with Mark Hamill as the Trickster, and they kind of alluded to it that the Trickster that the Mark Hamill played, the James Jesse, not the Axel Walker, Trickster, was around 20 years ago. So just some type of door that maybe that can exist. But who knows? You got Amanda Pays as Tina McGee. John Leslie Shipp, he is playing Henry Allen. They brought in Mark Hamill. They could bring in David Cassidy as Mirror Master in some capacity and do a passing of the torch that way. I really, really hate mirrors. David Cassidy played the Mirror Master. Maybe you can bring in Alex DeFrost as Julio somehow. Bring in Michael Genovese as Captain Garfield somehow. But bring back the entire original cast for one episode and do a beautiful passing of the torch that way. That would reek of awesomeness. You can even call it the Flash of Two Worlds. Take the title from the classic Flash 123 that introduced Jay Garrick in Matt Earth 2. That'll testify to the 10th degree. Yes, it would. But Connecticut Comic-Con this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be amazing and awesome and magical. I can't wait to go with my good buddy, TJ Money. The next convention that the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast will be set up, wheeling, dealing, vagina stealing at will be August 23rd at the Regency Inn Hotel in Wayne, New Jersey. For more information, you can always go to www. Too many damn W's. That's spooky. But www.njcomicshows.com. And hey John Paul, how you doing? Can't wait to have you on eventually. To have a nice little conversation about your shows. Clifton will be starting up again soon. But Wayne is on the 23rd. It's the greatest show on God's green earth. The longest running shows in New Jersey. Pug Productions. NewJerseyComicShows.com. Johnny Paul, I thank you. I thank you for taking a blind kid 25 years ago and getting him a home, getting him a playground and a place to belong. I love you, and I thank you for letting me play in your sandbox, buddy. See you on the 23rd, man. It will be awesome sauce. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know who else Connecticut Comic-Con is going to have? Adrian Pestar and Greg Gernberg. And I'm going to play another trailer. So Greg Grunberg will be in Heroes Reborn, along with Jack Coleman. Masaoka will be reprising his role in Heroes as Hiro Mekanora. Um, Jimmy D will be reprising the Haitian. Um, and Christina Rose, and this is what I find interesting, is only reprising her role as Angela Petrilli for one episode, and I think that's the pilot. It looks like she may be, one of the heroes who gets captured and killed, perhaps. Heroes was created by Tim Kring back in 2006, premiered on ABC 2007, and it lasted 4 seasons up to the Carnival season, where at the end of the series, Claire Bennett, who was portrayed by Hayden Panettiere, jumped off the Ferris wheel and revealed the heroes and that people had powers to the world. So it looks like that went really well, because now we're living in a days of. Not that Tim Kring is any stranger to stealing things from the X-Men and from other comics. I mean, Tim Sale had some of his most beautiful work done in the series of heroes. Jeff Loeb, the head of Marvel Television, worked on the show for seasons 1 and 2, I believe. I like the entire series originally. I'm really looking forward to this. It looks like some of this may be influenced by the episodes where they went into the future. Hiro Mekanora looks like future Hero. And they have one character in it called Noah Gray. Siler, who was played by Zachary Quinto, his name was Siler Gray. The awesome dog is acting up. Who in one episode, the episode where Peter went back to the future in season 3, they went to Noah and Claire's house in Santa Crista to find out that Zachary Quinto, who played Siler was the only one in a very dystopian future, who had a son by the name of Noah. So I'm wondering if this is a teenager Noah Gray from that timeline, even though he was killed in that timeline when he exploded Santa Crista and made it go destroyed when he used the powers of the exploding man. Micah Sanders is also in this. I'm not sure if that is the same actor reprising the role or if that's someone new. The most scary looking dude is Zachary Levi. I forget who he's playing, but it looks like he's going to be leading the side trying to hunt the heroes. They did resurrect the whole thing of Noah being a man who just sells paper, even though we know he bags, tags, and goes as he works for Primatech. But the show premieres September 24th, and I cannot wait to watch it. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. If anyone has any of the original promo comics from season 1 they want to sell, the Nathan and Hero covers from the press junket back in 2006, the Wizard World variants from Chicago 2007, any of the prop comics from the Ninth Wonders comics that Micah read in the show, comicpimvip@gmail, 201-675-2104, and on the Ninth Wonders prop comics I do pay top dollar. In fact, I even pay up to $20 a piece on the Michael Turner drawn God Rest Michael Turner's Soul. Such an amazing artist that we lost way too early. He did a set of 5 covers for season 2 of Heroes, which was amazing. I'm even paying up to $5 on the San Diego 2015 Heroes Reborn ash cans. I love Heroes, so I'm a mark. And I cannot wait to watch the show on NBC. even though it's going to be on a Friday night on NBC, and we all know how that turned out. It's only going to be 13 episodes, but still. I kind of remember that was Constantine's time slot. And the character of Constantine was just brought into Arrow Season 4, and that news was broken by comicbook.com, and I had to read the full story because I only saw it on Facebook. But speaking of Arrow, and WWE, and Amy Kaufman ties into this too. For you of all failed this city. Oliver Queen, Arrow 2012. Gold. Stardust. Also, this episode of Awesome Sauce Comics is being brought to you by Superhero Stuff. www.superherostuff.com. And you can go there for all your superhero stuff. As well, go back and testify. I don't like the sound of that.
Stop recording 3804.
Alright, we didn't lose it. I thought the internet decided to take a shit one more time. But it did not. The internet is still online and we're still... I watched Monday Night Raw on Monday night, August 10th. And in the audience as a special guest was Stephen Amell, the Arrow himself. And during the match between Neville, the man that Gravity forgot, and King Barrett, who won the King of the Ring tournament for 2015. So he's going with this whole King gimmick now. I liked him better when he was Bad News Barrett. I'm Wade Barrett. I have some bad news for you. I'm not really digging him as the King. You know, the only King gimmick that ever worked in professional wrestling was the Macho Man Randy Savage. You know, it's a role that he gave up when he lost to the Ultimate Warrior back at WrestleMania 6. Or was that 7? I think it was 7. But, you know, Stardust comes down, interferes, bitch slaps Stephen Amell. And, Stephen Amell is a huge wrestling fan. He's been lobbying to get on Monday Night Raw and do something with WWE for quite some time. So, but they keep on referring to him as Arrow. So I'm assuming that this is a beautiful and clever ploy by CW to do promotion for the 4th season of Arrow, which premieres on the CW October 6th. Now maybe October 7th, because October 8th. Yeah, The Flash is October 6th. Arrow is October 7th, excuse me. As I know, the DVD for Season 3 of Arrow comes out the same day as Flash Season 1, and that's September 22nd. And I will be reviewing both those DVDs, as well as selling them here for the podcast. Once again, that's comicpenvip@gmail, 201-675-2104. WWE hooked me in. I'm now going to become a subscriber to the WWE Network, so I can watch SummerSlam, to watch the tag team match between Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, that man Gravity forgot, the Red Arrow, Neville, taking on King Barrett, and Stardust. Back in 1995, when Dustin Runnels put on the gold robe and started doing the whole gold dust thing, I thought it was genius. But his brother Cody Rhodes of Stardust is just taking this to a new level. It's just so bizarre, so beautiful, and the fact that he's actually feuding Stephen Amell for the last 2 months kind of reminded me of Jerry Lawler versus Andy Kaufman back in the 80s. Don't believe me? Just YouTube Jerry Lawler versus Andy Kaufman, David Letterman show, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just interview Jerry Lawler versus Andy Kaufman and watch Kaufman get dropped on his head like a little kid and pretend to have a broken neck when he just had a stinger. Uh, and then the backstage segment between Triple H and Stephen Amell. I don't know how much of that was Triple H. I don't know how much of that was Paul Levesque talking about, hey, you're just an actor, you don't belong in our world type stuff. But I don't know if Amell was acting. But like I said, SummerSlam is on the 23rd. I wish the Barclays Center in Brooklyn wasn't sold out. I would get tickets, but I will get the WWE Network for $9.99, and I will get to watch the Arrow kick some ass in the WWE. And that, my friends, is totally awesome sauce. I'm going to say, you want to know what time it is now? Jelly, peanut butter jelly. That's right. It's that time of night where I say, keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. I will come back to you after I get back from the Connecticut Comic-Con with such guests as Greg Groberg, Adrian Pastar, John Leslie Shipp, Roy Thomas, Kevin Conroy, Dan Jurgens, Walton Louise Simonson, Tim Seeley, and so much more. I thank you for being an awesome sauce family. I love you guys. I thank you for allowing me into your lives. I thank you for being part of my life. Be good to yourself. And see you next week, and I love you guys. Because right now it's...
Peanut butter. Peanut butter. 3x number pack peanut butter jelly time with lyrics. Enter peanut butter. Theater mode Dutch. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Way up, dingo, dingo, dingo. Peanut butter and jelly right now.
Length. 44. Stop. Cancel. Stop recording button. Enter.